Welcome to another episode of Everybody's Got Something. I'm your host, Seth Hoffman. Today on the show, we have Rebekkah Dreskin-Evans, producer of Pridezilla and Blame It on Rebekkah, and Jessica Timm, development director of Casa. Let's get into it and have a good time. All right.
I'm already having a good time.
Yes.
I'm so glad.
Yes.
I am too. You want to know something? I am too.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And I look forward to tell us about Pridezilla. Tell us what to expect, what it is. Who would Rebekkah, would you like to start us off?
It's an entertainment event.
Yes.
2 stages packed full of local Albuquerque entertainment, I like to say.
Yes.
And we have vendors, and we have comics, drag performers. We have a poetry segment. We have some soloists like Seth Hoffman. Will be playing this year.
I'm honored.
Super excited
to be part of it.
And then a bunch of bands. So we have it's a pretty exciting event. This year it's going from 3 to 10. I shortened it a little because I'm getting old.
3 to 10 is
Yeah.
a shortened. Wow.
That's shortened. I can't do 1 to 10 anymore.
Okay.
1
It's
to
just
10.
yeah, it's too much.
That's a marathon.
Yeah, and it's at Tractor Brewing, Wells Park.
Okay.
So we do a stage on the patio and a stage inside.
Very cool.
And families are welcome. There are some parts that are like 18 and up.
Yeah.
You know, so you might want to keep the kids outside for
Sure.
those parts because
Okay.
drag and slam poetry can be pretty, adult.
Yes.
So
yes. Expressive.
expressive, yes, emotional and adult. Sorry, I'm
Yes.
touching my.
That's okay. Yeah.
And every year, so I've done Pridezilla since I think the first one was 2012 or 2013.
Okay, that's a good while.
It's been a while, but I did not do it annually because I needed
Okay.
3 years to recover.
Okay. Wow.
So I did it like 2012, 2016.
So it's like the Olympics kind of.
Yes. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
now
we wouldn't do the Olympics every year. It's nice to have
no,
that.
that's way too much
Yes,
work.
you know.
So, but I decided after I did 2024, I decided to sort of keep it going. I had a lot of encouragement. A lot of
Yeah.
artists wanted to keep doing it.
Sure.
Tractor's an awesome partner, so they wanted to keep doing
Great.
it, and it always benefits a local LGBTQ plus organization. And just right now in the political climate and social climate, I think it's necessary.
Yes.
And it's kind of my way to say hey, let's do something for this. You know.
Yes.
So so this is the 3rd year in a row that I'm putting it together.
So
and
this is a big change from the past where it's, and do you, I guess maybe it'll be a yearly thing or we'll see how it goes?
For now it's yearly. I'm
That's
actually
great.
looking at maybe doing little mini ones throughout
Cool.
the year to
Okay.
raise awareness.
Nice.
But that's coming.
Okay.
That may never
So it's
happen.
alive and well is what we're saying.
It is alive and well.
Yes.
And this year it is, so we have 3 events this year. So that's the other way it's growing, is it was just 1 before. And then last year, Tiny Grocer Albuquerque asked me to bring a Pridezilla event there in June.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want to come do something? Because we'd like to have Pride, to have a Pride event.
Yeah.
So we did that last year, and they've invited us back this year. So we're doing that at the end of June. So that's June 27th. Then we do the big Pridezilla, which is May 30th.
Yes.
I like to get it out of the way before all the Pride events in
Yes.
June.
Yes.
So I'm not competing with
There's a lot
anybody.
going on.
There's a lot.
That's smart.
And
That's a
it's-
good idea.
well,
it gets people kind of primed and ready for the
Yeah.
rest of
Yeah.
the things.
It's like the hype event before
Inside,
So it's a
June
kickoff.
1st.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Kick off the season.
Kick it
Yes.
off. Yeah. So we're doing that, and then we ended up getting a 3rd one. All 3 are raising money for Casa and awareness. And the 3rd one, which is actually the first one, because it's May 1st,
Yes.
is going to be at Blackwall Arts and Productions, which is a gallery, a local nonprofit gallery. And it's pretty cool because they donate 10% of their proceeds monthly to another nonprofit in town. So May they're going to do Casa, and their First Friday event, for part of First Friday Art Walk, is going to be an art show called Home. So it's, to benefit Casa Q, so all the pieces are going to be kind of home themed.
Yes.
And they'll be auctioned off, silent auction, to raise funds. And some of the clients and youth from Casa Q are submitting pieces.
And can you tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
Casa Q?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So we're a local nonprofit, and we provide housing and supportive wraparound services for LGBTQ plus and BIPOC youth who are either at risk of experiencing homelessness or currently experiencing homelessness. So we have kind of two main programs. We have a safe house that can house up to 8 youth at a time, and they can be there from age 14 up until their 18th birthday. Okay. We don't kick them out that day or anything like that. When they turn
Happy
18,
birthday.
yeah, right? No, definitely not. We want to help them transition
Yeah.
out into some sort of stable housing.
I'm sure that must be quite a savior for some people who have in a desperate situation, nowhere to go, to have a sanctuary like that.
Definitely, yeah, and we want to keep providing that support for them. And so we have a transitional living program for 18 to 22-year-olds where we help them get a studio apartment and kind of help them navigate into that housing. And so from there, our hope is, of course, that they'll go on to get their own apartment and be able to really thrive and get an education, get a steady job, whatever that is.
And so this event is going to be helping to adding to the funding of this.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes. And they also love goods donations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a home, it's a house, and you don't really think about it, like the toilet paper and the razors and the toothpaste and the, all the things that you just buy at the market, but now you're buying for 8 youths,
Yes.
8 people. And does someone live there with them? Or someone in and out all the time?
It's a 24/7 operation, so we always have a staff member present. So there aren't any live-in adults per se, but there's always overnight staff and different shifts like that to make sure that they're supervised. They are minors. And
we were talking about our we were just talking earlier about Saturday night shows, and it made me think of Mrs. Garrett. Some loving person to kind of be. Just someone there to talk to, which it sounds like that there's someone there just as a support. So
exactly.
Just kind of give me that
So
feeling.
wait, what show is it?
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life. You've got to say it for all of the young
You take
ones.
the good, you take the bad.
Yes.
You take what's left.
Yes.
And they were kind of a diverse crew too,
Yeah.
if I remember over there. So.
Yeah.
For that time
so
period.
we just want to make sure, it's a residential house, the safe house. So we want it to be like a home. We definitely kind of try to steer clear of the shelter terminology.
Sure.
We want all the youth to really make it their own and feel at home there. So we have a wish list on our website where people can actually go and get things that the youth put on there themselves.
Okay,
So
well,
it could
definitely
be,
when we post this video, we'll put on the description, we'll get the link so people
That would
can,
be awesome.
out there will see this is a great place to donate. And
Yes,
there's people who are going to benefit from it too,
and they choose their own stuff. So there's art stuff, it could help them make their art submission for the art show on the 1st. There's twinkle lights, books, that kind of stuff. Anything that might make it a little more homey for them.
Incredible. So talk about something that's changing people's lives. This is as clear as it gets of something that someone who's hopeless and homeless to have comfort and support. Just incredible.
And how do they find you? Just for
because there's probably a lot of people that are like,
find
what?
you?
How do I get
or
in?
get in with you?
Our website is casaq.org. You can sign up for our newsletter on there. You can kind of get locked in that way. You can also reach me. I'm Jessica. Hi. Jessica at casaq.org. Send me an email. I'd love to get you locked in for volunteering. You can donate on our website financially if that's something that you'd like to do as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can get
And you
wrapped in.
take, what about for residents? Is it referral based or?
It is referral based.
So schools, doctors,
Yes,
therapists,
exactly.
social
all
services?
of those, kind of like a caregiver type person, a caseworker can send in a referral. We do require that the youth's guardian signs them into the program. So whether the youth guardian is their parent, their adoptive parent, CYFD, whatever the case is for the youth, we like to kind of have everyone involved in that process.
Cool. Very cool. Excellent. So we'll definitely put your contact and the links in the video description of this video so people can find you and find a way to support. I'm sure there will be many people who will say, I would like to support this.
Yeah, it's a really
really
wonderful
cool.
organization. We're so excited to be a part of Pridezilla. It's going to be so exciting.
And you just had 10 years, right? A 10-year anniversary. This is year 11
This
now?
is our 11th year, so last
And
year was
check?
our 10 year.
So we have some, well, there's the Casa queue, and maybe we can show some of the pictures from the gallery from the past.
Yeah. I thought I saw some fly by earlier, but I'm not looking too closely. But there's, I mean, it's really a lovely community event. You know, it's like, oh yeah, there we go. So we've got like, you can see some drag and you can see some singers, and there's Adrian, who's in both Band Name Sue and Transgender Resource Center. We've got I mean, and there's
we got some dogs dressed up.
We had a pet costume contest, and those were the only 2 entrants.
Okay.
Well,
and one of them might be mine.
I think they did fantastic.
So, needless to say, I don't think we're not going to do that again this year. It's too hot for their little paws, you know. And I'm like, I didn't think it through. So, but so it's like just really a nice community. We have arty party that does like love rocks. You could just come and like paint with your family and like paint rocks, and you could take them home, or you
Look at those puppies.
they're my pups. That's mine on the left, and the tutu.
The tutu.
The other one won though, so I was a little bit.
You're like, okay,
like whatever. But pets are welcome at Tractor always. You know, they love dogs. Well, maybe not all pets, but dogs. I'm not sure how they'd feel if you brought your like raptor in or whatever. They might frown on that. I don't know.
Your raptor.
You're a pet guinea pig on like a leash.
Well, I think that's a thing. But yes, so that's Pridezilla, and it it started kind of like as a burlesque show, like it was burlesque and Blame It on Rebekkah, the very first one, and then.
And where can you tell us a little bit? Take us back to the birth year of how it the first starting of it.
2013 or 2012. I did a lot of shows with Paris Agogo Burlesque, who is now defunct, and we just wanted to do like something fun for June. We always like thought of different themes. I'm like, well, let's do like a pride thing, and let's make it. Actually, it might have been Paris's idea. I don't even remember. You know, like, but it was. So the first 2 I did with her, and we just wanted to do something fun, and I just thought the TGRC was so cool. Adrian was so cool. Like, I never met him, but I kind of stalked him on Facebook and maybe even MySpace then. I'm not sure.
Good old MySpace.
And and it was good times. So that's sort of how it evolved. And it's one of them has been 21 and up, but it's always been pretty important to me to make it all ages and at least have families welcome there. You know, not for the burlesque,
for at least part of it.
not so much for the burlesque.
Yeah.
And it's moved around, and we just kind of finally found a home at Tractor, and they're amazing because they bring in like the pro sound, and they cover cost. I don't ask.
Is that right? That's
amazing. Yeah, for the main stage,
That's
it's like
incredible.
Yeah, and he's awesome, and the monitors, and he brings in all the stuff, so the musicians are just like, yes, we love it.
Wow.
Yeah, so and then the inside, you're just gonna get my crappy PA. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. I've used it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have used it. That's right. Yes, last time we met, I was dressed as a witch.
Yes.
Not in October.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Which is different.
I like it.
It's a thing.
You can be a witch anytime.
Yeah.
Witch.
Witch, just the wicked witch of the. Anyway.
Yes.
But the pro sound's really cool, and I mean, just that alone, I couldn't afford and make a donate. All of the donations would go to that.
I mean, all that could go. That's so great to provide that.
It's really cool, and they're an awesome partner, and they just let me do whatever I want, mostly with some limits. But I'm like, let's do this, and he's like, yes. So we have like the live tattoo flash sale. Tiger Wraith does that, and they donate a huge chunk.
Wow.
to, I think they donate about $900 of their sales throughout the day. And, they can usually do like 10 tattoos maybe throughout the day. So they did like, I want to say they donated probably half of their stuff.
Well, any of these folks, we can put, if you have links later on when we put this video out, just to give a shout out to them lead people to them.
Yeah, and they do like a special sheet, which of course I think they're pretty flexible about, but they're like, these are the the flash tattoos, and they try to make something, that's, last year it was Transgender Resource Center, so they did a lot of like pink and blue colors and, things that, the little symbols for transgender, so maybe they'll do like some home things and hearts.
I love
and
that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what those guys come up with.
Amazing.
So I get to get a new tattoo every year because of it, so
Fantastic.
How cool
I
is
love
that?
that. I'm not going to show you mine because it's the last one. I got a Zilla. So he made like these little cute Zillas, and I'm like, I want that one.
And how did it come up? I was gonna ask how the name came up. How did the idea of
Yes,
Pridezilla?
I would like to know that as well.
It's just a thing.
Yeah.
We're just like, let's call it something. Let's call it Pridezilla. Like go big or go home. And I don't know, it just stuck. So I
Such an iconic sounding name. It sounds
Yeah,
so
right.
silly.
It sounds way bigger than it is actually, because it's really, I'm like Pridezilla, like it's gonna be at like the expo or like fairgrounds, and it's just like some massive.
It's big spiritually and
It is.
energy-wise and
It is,
cause-wise. And I think there was so on the website there was like a video I think that we were going to watch of. Could you tell us, was that someone talking about the?
It's specifically about Casa.
Okay,
so
great,
it's one of the kids, one of the youth that live there, and she talks a little bit about her experience. So it's pretty short.
Okay.
And
they're going to bring that up.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, it's like a live action, like here's what it does for kids.
And how many years has it been around, did you say?
This is our 11th year.
11th
Yeah,
year.
so we had our 10-year anniversary last year.
Happy anniversary, happy
Thank you,
10,
thank
happy
you.
11, hopefully happy 20, 30, 40,
Yes,
50.
thank you. Yeah. It's awesome.
Well, okay, so we'll see that. And so do you know the people there? Are you at the Casa?
Yes, yeah. So my office is right inside the house, so I get to interact with the youth every day, which is really exciting. They're all really wonderful kids, and they're all just really special. And we really want to just show them that support and show them that we support them however they identify, wherever they come from, wherever they're going. We just want to help them find success and stability.
And how did you first, come to say, all right, something like this is needed, and to manifest this?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how they came to decide that Casa Q was needed. I'm still relatively new. I just joined the team this year, but I imagine it came from, there's really very little in regards to youth housing in New Mexico in general. And I know Casa Q is the only one that's specifically designed for LGBTQ plus youth. So I think they really just saw that need in the community. And so we've kept going because of that, because that need not only continues, it continues to grow. Like you mentioned earlier, the landscape right now is not friendly to LGBTQ plus youth or people. And so we really need services like this to continue.
Well, it's incredible because for each person who is served, like the cycle and ripples of their life that will affect all of what will come of their life and the people whose lives they will affect. It's kind of like exponential what the benefits of it I see.
Yeah, and we provide what we call aftercare services for our kind of alumni youth, and so they can contact us at any time. They can come get food or hygiene products, whatever they're lacking, or they can just come by and say hello, come visit. We had a former youth come by last week that had been there, I think, like 5 or 6 years ago.
Wow.
And he just wanted to come and check out the house and see what had changed and say hi to everybody.
I'm sure you take for the full life afterwards a sense of gratitude for that.
Yeah.
And I think when people receive that type of care, I think they will tend to give that type of care to people in their lives.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. They're very grateful, very like to really give to the community and get involved in stuff, and they're all really artistic and fun and just great kids. They're great. I'm so excited that they're doing the art show. They're really invested in that.
Drag performer. So at Rain, she performed last year at the
Yes.
Old Town Prides, and she's going to come back and do, I think, both of them. The one in Old Town and the one in the main one.
fantastic.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
gonna be
she
part
is
of that,
a former Safe House resident, and she's now in our transitional living program, and she's amazing.
Awesome
Great performer,
performer.
great
Yeah.
person.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So Pridezilla, Casa, wonderful partnership, and what a great. I love when arts and music can use that gift to give even more.
Yes.
What a beautiful thing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we're so grateful.
Yay!
Incredible.
Thanks for thinking of us.
Of
Partnering
course.
with us.
Of
We
course.
appreciate it.
And I never have before. So I worked with Teen MP a couple times, Transgender Resource Center a couple times. There's an LGBTQ archive that is from Albuquerque. It's pretty amazing. And that's now archived forever with UNM and with another place, I can't remember where. But yeah, so I was like, Adrian, can you set me up with someone at Casa Q? I don't know anyone over there, and I would really like to work with them this year. So I like sought them out, and because I've watched since I remember when it first started, because I had a friend who wanted to, it was like interviewing for like a directorship or something. there.
Okay.
So I knew it was like a thing
Yeah.
10 years ago, and I never really got involved. So it was kind of.
Well, that's great, because I mean, this will give awareness to probably a lot of people who haven't heard of it, but are like, wow, I'm so glad something like that exists, and
Yes.
they'll be able to support and just be able to spread the word to people who might need to hear about it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Just raising that awareness is so crucial in
Yes.
helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so Pridezilla. So we'll be sure to scroll down on the video. We'll have all the information about like the dates and the links and how to contact you, and we'll have a lot to look forward to. And it's another one of the amazing things about our beloved Albuquerque
Yes.
that has a community like this that support each other and create the way they do and bring goodness to so many people.
Yes. Amazing.
All right. Well, Pridezilla, Casa Q, our wonderful Albuquerque. Stay tuned for it. Keep an eye out, and I hope to see you there.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We are here with Rebekkah Dreskin-Evans, a legend in this town. It is a pleasure. It's just a joy to get to sit down and just chat with you and get to hear a bit about your story, where you come from, your musical journey. So maybe set us up. Where did you come into this world? Are you from New Mexico? Where was chapter one for Rebekkah?
I'm from California, so but I've been here almost 20 years now. It'll be 20 years in October, so I'm at like 19 and a half.
Okay.
I moved from Sacramento, grew up in LA. Yeah, and I moved here right after my baby was born because my family had moved here. So I came to be kind of near them, really. I mean.
So your family came first here?
So they came first.
Okay.
They left LA. I was in San Diego for school. They came here. I have no idea why.
And
I
out
think
of
my mom
curiosity,
had a
what did you study? in your
I studied
school?
psych and lit. Can't work piece of paper basically.
Yes.
Like that's what I got.
She
out
got
of
some
college.
songwriting material. in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So I did psychology literature at UC San Diego, and then I was in Sacramento for like 10 years, and I really think of Sacramento as my home, not so much Southern California anymore. I mean, I go back and visit friends for like in LA for reunions and things like that, but otherwise I think of Sac as my home. So, and now Albuquerque.
Yes.
You know, after 19 and a half years, I have to just like.
It's home.
It's home.
Now
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
home.
it's home.
And was music a central part of your life, or when you were a kid, and when did it take kind of a big
Hold.
role of your identity?
I think always. I think always. I used to like hold the brush and sing in the basement or whatever, in the living room to the songs. I still do that sometimes. Right? You do too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do.
Take the tennis rack and do that.
Yeah. And I did, so through school I was always like musical theater and choir and glee. I did all that. We still had that then, so.
And so you were comfortable on stage from a young age.
Yes.
And were you
From a pretty young age,
were you ever a shy person, or were you shy and that's how you kind of felt free?
Yes, I think it was more that. I was never. Now I'm not shy anymore, but
Yeah.
certainly growing up, I was more. I was quiet
Yes.
and insecure, but I was never uncomfortable on performing.
That's where you kind of felt at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. And then I started writing, like right out of high school. You know, some people start writing immediately, like they just
Yeah.
know that's their thing. But
Yeah.
I always did performance art, and then
In plays sort of thing,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
musical. So not so much bands and
no,
music.
no, I didn't do that. I was late. I was like a late bloomer. My first band, I think I was like 24, maybe 25.
And did
when
you,
that-
at a young age, did you ever kind of think about that, or it just wasn't even entered your
Yeah, I think
scope?
I think I thought about it, but I really didn't know how to do it.
Okay.
You know, that's not something that you can take a class in
Yeah,
it. But at the time, it was sort of like you either had that and knowledge in you, or you just went with what you had. And I had, you know, Gilbert and Sullivan, and you know, and like, you know, doing Glee and Cat Stevens, and like, because my choir did that. But yeah, so I didn't really consider working with, you know, writing with other people or playing with other people till I was a lot older and had already had a bank of really bad songs that I'm really thankful there was no internet then, because I'm like, ooh, that needs to stay on that cassette forever
Yeah,
and
you got
never.
on VHS, great.
Yes. So, but that
So,
was
yeah.
So that came later.
And
you know.
how did that seed get watered of being you know, having a band and all
Well, you know, I hate to say it, but it was a man.
that? Okay.
I was dating someone. I was dating a guy who was a concert promoter / band manager. You know, I mean, I was in Southern California, so there was a lot of that around.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, why are you just in your closet making recordings? Why don't we should get you a band? And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. But I'm like, okay, that sounds good. We'll do that. So he sort of helped me, you know, and I learned a ton from him. I mean, he's a really great guy. And he basically put my first band together and taught me how to book and booked all the shows. And I mean, it doesn't matter what gender, right? So but you need someone to kind of
Sure.
tell you how to do that
Yeah.
if you're not just born
No,
into that.
exactly.
So
Exactly. There's a lot of unknowns of how do I see this would be cool, but what are
Yeah.
the steps it takes to get to do that?
yeah, and it still sometimes baffles me. I'm still
Yeah.
like, how do I find a drummer? I don't even know.
Yeah. So out of curiosity, that first band, what was the lineup and what was that like? Your first experience in a band?
So my band was called Another Roadside Attraction after the book, which and then it shortened to Roadside Attraction at some point. And it was you know, I've always tried to kind of like back then I would try to cram into a genre, and now I'm sort of like whatever, I'm my own genre. People ask me like what kind of music is it? I'm just like I don't just listen and and you tell me.
Yeah.
Because I have
you
no
tell
idea.
me.
You tell me what
Good
it is.
answer. Good
But I
answer.
used to like try to cram in. So it was kind of like, you know, like 90s rock pop. You know, I had an acoustic guitar player, bass player, electric guitar player. I think at one point I had like a percussion conga guy, drummer. I did not play keys at first, but ultimately I did end up playing on keys.
And you were playing? You just didn't play in the band?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just sang because I did not play live on keys for a really long time. I'm not a great, I mean, I play keys because I have to.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my passion.
Yeah.
I'm a singer-songwriter,
Yeah.
and I need it as a tool.
Sure.
And I need it to, like, teach other people how to play the songs.
Yeah.
But I don't love it. I don't practice enough to be great at it, you know,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
not my thing.
Yeah.
So, but
It's
you
functional.
know,
It's functional for
it
you.
is functional totally, and there are people out there who do way better. So I'm like, you can just do way better. That would be awesome. So it was like a rock band pretty much, and we played around Sacramento, and you know, I got pushed around a lot by the band members, like who didn't want to do this and didn't. You have to learn like, this is my project and this
Yeah.
is how it's going to be.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I was a little timid back then. And,
Sure. I mean, especially first band, you're like, I don't.
yeah,
that's
and they were pretty
understandable.
seasoned, everyone
Yeah.
I worked with.
And
just
so, what
'cause-
was that like? You know, switching from the stage of, say, like a musical to, all right, here I am on stage playing, singing your own songs.
Yeah.
What was that transition like for you?
It was, I had help, so it was easy and it was fun and it was super exciting. And I'm like, this is what I want to do forever.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Like, it's like trying
Yeah.
on something, yes, this fits. This is what this is me.
And and I've thought about going back to like musical theater stage, and I can't pull the trigger. It doesn't appeal really, so. So yeah, and I also am not vocally like trained that way anymore. I'm like a pop singer now, so I can't. It would be a whole different thing. But yeah, so I did that, and that band was around for maybe 6 or 7 years, and then I moved on. Things fall apart and things happen, and I think the next band I did in Sacramento was a little more true to who I was. It was still guitar, keys, bass, it was still all your basic setup. But it was just a little less like I'm trying to be this rock thing,
Right.
and now I'm just not trying that anymore.
Right. It's like this is who I am. First
yeah.
it's like maybe this could be who I
Yeah.
become, but now you're like, all right, this is what I do.
Yes.
And there's a keyboard at this point still someone else, or had you?
No, I played by then. Okay. So I played piano in pretty much since then. Because I have to. Yeah. I always try. I'm like, can I replace myself? Okay. Can I not? And I do sometimes. I mean, there's been iterations of Blame It on Rebekkah where I don't play. Yeah. It's because it's played to track. So a lot of the times we didn't have a live drummer over the years. I've had a couple live drummers, so it's just depending on the configuration. But that was a big jump too. When I moved to Sacramento, I had just had an infant, an infant human. An infant human. So I wasn't really like up to dealing with more infants in a band. Sure. Because that's pretty much what you have to, they're babies usually. And you have to like take care of them. Yeah. So when I moved here, I did a lot of writing, and I was writing on, like a production studio and recording at home on, a Tascam, not on a computer.
Those tape ones with the.
Well, by the time I was here, I think it was digital. Okay. I did have one that was like a 4-track. Yeah. And I still have those cassettes somewhere. Good Lord, help me. But yeah, so I learned how to do all that myself when I first started, because that's pretty much all I did. Sure. I didn't play live. So yeah. And
where did Blame It on Rebekkah? How did that name come?
So that came, when I moved here, I was just writing, I was writing a lot and tracking a lot. And I think that came from my first girlfriend, because in that relationship, everything was always my fault. And
that's rough.
Well, it was hard because she is an alcoholic. And that was the first experience intimately I had, because addiction's not a problem in my life, in my family. Yes. And it has influenced all of my writing since then. Wow. It is just like a theme across the board, and that's another cause or thing. I play a lot at Ancora, which is transitional services for rehabilitated addicts and convicts, ex-cons. And that's just like got a special place in my heart too, because of that relationship. So, and it wasn't just her. It wasn't just like in our relationship I was blamed. It was like her family blamed me for everything. Her friends blamed me for everything, because I fought it. I was like, I'm not just going to let her drink herself to death, which, for the record, not my place. Yeah. And you can't do anything about it. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. So, but it took me many years to learn that. Yeah. And it was a hard lesson. So the name is. So
music probably helped you survive during that time.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. And the album was called "Blame It on Rebekkah," and then the band was kind of born out of the album. Okay. That
name really hits home now that I know the.
Yeah, it's not a pretty history, but it's kind of it's like kitschy.
But I think a lot of people knowing that will be able to identify that with that sort of feeling like, okay, I'm to blame for this and that.
And it was hard. It was a hard time, but it just stuck. And now, as a band leader, it pretty much is always either my fault or my glory. It's like, just blame it on me. It's like, the gear broke, the PA broke, we're going on 3 hours late.
We're going to war with this country. Thanks,
Yes.
thanks, Rebekah.
You're welcome. So yeah, that's where it came from, and I have my design business. I do web and graphic design, and that's called Blame It on Rebekkah Designs. So that's it. Just sort of
So
is
it's like
like
your
the
full
catch-all.
identity.
Yeah, it's like the catch-all.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, and that's kind of on hold right now. It's just me.
Yes.
Blame It on Rebekkah is now just me. There's no band right now.
Okay.
And that was sort of an evolution of losing members, and
Yes.
and so that's just kind of on hold.
Yes,
But,
understandable.
but yeah.
Understandable. Well, you're going to be singing a song for us today. I
Oh,
understand.
yes.
Okay, would you like to tell us about
I will.
this song?
So originally I was gonna try to do Albuquerque Infamous, because well, when you're here for 19 years,
Yes.
you burn some bridges, you irritate some people. In my case, I've irritated a lot of people.
I find that hard to believe. But
I know
I'll
you
take
do.
I'll take
I
your
know,
word
right?
for that.
Not a lot. I mean, probably a proper amount for 19 years of being out in the public and dealing with a lot of different people.
Yes.
But I couldn't find the track for you. So I'm going to play.
So stay tuned maybe for your next visit.
Yes.
Or at least
Well,
we
like-
can eventually give the link for when it
Yeah,
when
like
it's
it
ready.
could be like the outro.
Yeah.
Well, you could play like a little in the outro. I don't even know. It's your show, so I'm not going to
I like it.
commandeer.
I like it. I like it.
I'll try not to commandeer.
All right. And so this
So this song is very unlike most stuff I write. I just want to preface that, because this was for a variety show. I wrote it for a spring-themed variety show like earlier this year, 3 weeks ago or something. And it's called Spring Back into Place. And it's very musical theater.
okay.
So it's like very going back. I've regressed back to my musical theater
Okay,
roots.
all
I
right.
might have to have a new career path. Like maybe I'll write a musical.
I think
Probably
so.
not, but maybe.
I don't know. I think sometime in your life, I think that's something
It might be a
that
thing.
should happen.
I'd like to do a Golden Girls musical.
Yes.
Are you in?
I am all
Because
in.
it's been like a fantasy of mine. I'm like, I could totally do a
I would
Golden
be
Girls
honored to have any part of it.
musical. Okay. Well, we'll see. I have
I
lots
was
of things
thinking
that
Blanche for,
Oh yeah.
but
Blanche's boobs or Blanche's.
Blanche
Yeah,
Devereaux
she's
or
all about
well,
her
we'll talk about it
cleavage.
then. A lot of possibilities.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get back to it.
Yes.
But yeah, so this is very musical theater, and it's very brand new, and it's not, you can't get it streaming.
Okay.
It's not on an album
Not yet. Maybe one
Not
day.
yet. It will be one day. And I'm writing a lot, so I'm hoping I can actually put another one out this year. I just put a new one out November called Secrets from the Attic. And, it's a full album, and there's some collaborations on there with Nick, Furious Styles.
Yes,
I love
yes.
writing with him. He's
Yeah,
super fun.
yeah.
Albuquerque Infamous is on there, and he's on it. But I'm hoping, I actually think I'll have enough material, which is unusual, because usually the band takes up so much time. There's not a whole lot of time to write,
Yeah.
But since late last year, I've just been like kind of prolific for myself, you know?
Yes. Sometimes that's what the only thing we can do to keep going.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, but I have time now, and it's been really awesome. So the song is called Spring Back into Place, and it's just sort of like rebirth and starting a new season and doing new stuff and hope and, kind of everything that we all, I need right now, everybody kind of needs.
I think it will speak to many of us.
Yeah, hopefully in a very musical theater jazz hands way.
Okay.
Lots of jazz hands
All right.
are
All
welcome.
right. Those of you watching and listening, get your hands ready. And,
Get your hands ready.
all right. Let's have a listen.
Okay. Spring into fun, into sun, into a life that matters. Spring has begun, clears a way to make something better. Let go the blame, let in the rain, and let that sunshine on your face melt away the dreary days Let yourself spring back into place. The hope of melting snow. Beneath the mud and slush that stain your boots, something beautiful grows. Let go the grief that has nowhere left to hide, and dry your eyes. Embrace the bittersweet goodbyes. Spring into fun, into sun, into a life that matters. Spring has begun, clears a way to make something better. Let go the blame, let in the rain, and let that sunshine on your face melt away the dreary days. Let yourself spring back into place. It's time to plant a seed in memory of another winter past, another soul unleashed. She now is the shine in the sun, reminding us we still have to grow and never forget to embrace the bittersweet low. Spring into fun, into sun, into a life that matters. Spring has begun, clears a way to make something better. Let go the blame, let in the rain, and let that sunshine on your face wash away the dreary days. Let yourself spring back into place. Spring, she calls on us to build a brighter tomorrow. Spring, she lights the long, long way we still have to go. Warms the ache in your heart, clears away the cobwebs of sorrow. The chill slips away and daylight calls you home. Spring into fun, into sun, into a life that matters. Spring has begun, clears a way to do something new together. Let go the blame, let in the rain, and let that sunshine on your face melt away the dreary days. Spring into fun, into sun, into a life that matters. Spring has begun, clears a way to do something new together. Let go blame, let in the rain, and let that sunshine on your face melt away the dreary days. Let yourself spring back into, let the peace bring back the real you. Let the spring back into place.
Thank you for blessing us with your
Was
heart
that
and
amazing?
soul and voice in this humble studio here.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for having me and letting me. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep poking this.
It's okay. It's
I know,
there.
it's
You know, it's like what can you do?
Yeah.
So, what's it like for you when you to go up and sing? It's one thing to be with the guitar and have a whole band, but just to be up there singing.
Yeah.
What's that feel like?
It's terrifying. I mean, not so much when I'm just singing, but when I'm playing keys. And I've gotten a lot better and a lot more comfortable over the years, but you're just kind of up there. Like, I think comics are, I think that's like the hardest entertainment
Definitely.
ever.
Yeah.
Because you're like up there and you
can fail.
totally.
I mean, it's not like, that was pretty good. Like, no, that.
It's like, I
give
you're.
so much credit to comedians.
Yeah. And, being up there alone, and it's kind of a similar, because it's just you. You can't be like, no, that bad note was the bass player. Did you hear that? It was terrible. It's because it's like very clearly me when there's bad notes. And there's bad notes all the time. It's just like that's part of the beauty of it,
It's like, human. It's human. That's why we don't want all like AI to take over our music listening, the human aspect of it.
Yeah. But being up there alone is different. And it is, I'm always nervous when I'm playing keys. Not so much when I just sing.
Yeah.
That's a little easier. There's just like a lot less going on and a lot less I have to focus on. And, but but playing solo is always like, oh, are people actually looking at me and listening to just me up here? You know, so yeah.
Who would you
But it's
say
fun.
were some of your biggest influences or inspirations as you've come into your own self?
Well, I mean, I'm a huge Billy Joel fan, huge Billy Joel, a huge Neil Diamond fan.
Nice.
I love Neil Diamond. I like it just, it's weird because I'm kind of on the young end for a Neil Diamond fan, you know, and just like the more recent people are like, I mean, I'm like a pop whore. So I love good pop. I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And like Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20. I just love a good pop song. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, pure, simple, brainless. I'm like, that is just a brilliant pop song that anyone can just listen to and know where it's going. Like you don't have to. I like other stuff too. Like I like some of the, like Tom Waits, but I like his pop stuff, not, you know, the noisy stuff. I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah.
But, you know, like Lyle Lovett tells a beautiful story. And again, it's comfortable. Like, you know where it's going. It feels right. So, so these are just like, and Tom Waits is like a new thing that I am not like an old, but they do like the cover shows every year.
Yes.
Which I think got me to go, I'm listening to that because people like he's like a musician's musician, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm gonna listen. And at first, if you pick the wrong thing, you're like, ugh, what the hell is this? You know,
You're
I'm
like, this guy's famous.
this
what?
is terrible. But I mean, and some people love that
Right.
end of him.
Right.
But like, you know, he wrote Downtown Train, which of course is probably one of the most popular Tom Waits songs because Rod Stewart, millions of people have covered it.
Yeah.
But Rod Stewart kind of made it famous. So he has this pop end that I was like, oh, these are great songs.
Have you heard that one? Well, I hope that I don't fall in love with. Isn't that
I
gorgeous?
love that song.
Gorgeous. My wife turned me onto that song. Like, oh,
Yeah,
how have I never heard this song?
I know, and it's just like so simple.
It's
and
like a
sweet.
painting. It's like a whole movie in a song.
Yeah,
It's
and
good.
in the bar and sitting there and
yeah.
seeing the person,
Yeah.
and he's got one called like Old Postcards and something, and I'm just like, oh, it's a story. And same with Lyle, because like I'm a huge Lyle Lovett fan. I'm not country at all, but I'm a huge Lyle Lovett fan because he's just like this beautiful storyteller, and he has that gorgeous voice.
Yeah, and just has this like humbleness about him.
Totally, totally humbleness. So.
What's your songwriting process? How does your, like a song like that you shared with us, what's your process for creating a song?
Well, so this one, I love a prompt, you know, so this one I knew the theme of the show.
Okay.
And I've done a couple of those recently. So there was like a song, so the theme was spring, I'm like, I'm gonna write something new. And then last year I did a songwriting competition and the theme was cold. So I wrote Baby Are You Cold Tonight, which is a new song. And then I also did a variety show that was their 10th anniversary. So I wrote a song called Perfect 10. So I love a prompt. That's like, gives me somewhere to go. But sometimes it's just, you know, like a sample I'll find, because I do a lot of writing on the computer now. Not AI, but, you know, I'll listen through like I'll find like a drum beat, or Albuquerque Infamous actually was written on my keyboard with one of like the programmed keyboard things. You know, I'm just like, that's cool. I'm writing that. And then there's like a bass lick in there that I found that is just like amazing, and probably not many bass players could actually really play it because it's a sample. So sometimes it's just like easy. It's just like a thing I find. You know?
Okay, so
and
it sounds
I'm
like sometimes the songs start from the theme and are lyrically driven. Sometimes they're by a musical sound, and that'll be the sort of the, so it's not like one way you do
No,
it.
never.
It can come in many ways.
Yeah, it's rarely one way, you know, and then sometimes I'm at the keyboard and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna write it, you know, I'll just be messing around with something on the keyboard and it'll come. So it just really depends, and but lately it's been these weird prompts that I've been getting, like, I love a prompt, so, you know, and it's just, and you can, you know, the spring, because originally it was kind of like a more poppy song, and I'm like, I think this needs to be like a, you know, like, I'm like, this needs to be like kind of jazzy, you know. But yeah, so it can come from, you know, it can come from anywhere, but that's usually the process. There isn't a process.
And so what do you feel like is coming? I know it's a transitional time for band-wise, musical-wise, life-wise. Do you have things in your mind that are kind of floating around of like possibilities or things that you sort of hope would happen, or do you not like to share those sorts of things?
No,
Just let them happen?
It's really, there's so many, like the Golden Girls musical. No, but you know, live.
I really
Really,
just
I'm
love
serious.
to-
It's been like in my plans for like ever. No, you know, Blame It on Rebekah was originally supposed to be this vocal project. You know, like I wanted 2 backup singers always with beautiful harmonies, and all I ever got was like 75% of the time they were in tune. Like that was the best. Like that was the best I ever got. This usually was close to like 55%. I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. We're local playing dive bars. Who cares? So I do have like sort of like a vocal vision, you know, so. Because working with musicians is hard on originals, right? Because it's not a cover band. It's not songs they already know that they can just come in and pull some chords up and play Freebird or whatever. So you have to really like, you know, my musicians are pretty much always writing their own parts. Like I do write bass lines, but not for them to play live. You know, I can write guitar parts, but not for my guitar players. You know, like, so, but there's always like this. It's always about the band, so the vocals have sort of slipped away over the years, and like, you know, the vocal practices and the harmonies, and like to the point where it's like, yeah, just can you just sing some backups back there, you know, like, and I always have good, you know, people who can, but so I kind of have maybe a vision of like, you know, like TLC, you know, like it's a lot of track, not a lot of musicians, and a lot of vocals, like good vocals. Which is kind of how Blame It on Rebekah was supposed to be. It just got away from me.
Okay, so maybe it's still in its growing process. It all had to lead to where you are now.
I need some singers. If there are any singers out there, hit me up, because that want to do harmonies. There's one.
There we
awesome.
go.
But yeah, so you know, maybe do some cool covers in there that are, you know, stylized. And, but that's kind of like. And then also I'm just singing with anybody, right? I'm like a whore right now. I'm whoring around with the bands. I'm like, hey, you want me to come sing on that song? Hey, I can sing with your cover band.
Yeah, you sounded great when I heard you
Oh
sing
yeah,
it.
that's right,
That
with
was
that
so
band.
Fun.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
We had like one practice, and those guys are like amazing musicians, like all of them. They just, at the practice I was like, hey, maybe like a Virgin we could do. And they're like, wait. And they just like played the whole song. I'm like, really? Because my band would have had to take like 5 weeks to figure out how to play it, you know, just because we're not that kind of musician.
Yeah, those
you know?
they were quite.
They were amazing. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm always like, hey, and if you want to do any duets, you hit me up.
All right.
I'm serious. Like, I love your stuff.
Thank you.
And I love the looper. I've been like, maybe I could loop.
Oh, you could. You definitely could.
No, I tried once, and I think I got a broken one.
Well, at least it was broken when you finished it.
It was broken.
We'll hang out.
We'll hang out. Okay,
Yes,
we'll chat.
yes.
But yeah, so that we'll see what's on the. Right now, I'm just like, I don't know. I have all
It
this
sounds like an exciting, very alive
time. Yeah.
time.
I'm also, but like without Blame It on Rebekah, I have no idea who I am.
Interesting.
I'm like, my identity is like so wrapped up with this little local band thing that I've been doing for like 15 years.
Well, it's kind of like this: when you have a clear canvas, then the possibilities are completely open for what might come to be.
And overwhelming.
Yes.
But yes, I'm excited.
Yes.
I am looking forward.
Any words of wisdom or any final thoughts you can take us out with to close out this?
Brush your gums.
Brush your gums.
I wish someone had told me that when I was young. Always brush your gums. Forget the teeth, just focus on the gums.
Is that right?
Yeah, because then you get the teeth, but you don't miss the gums.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds like maybe a song.
Brush your gums.
With a public service announcement. Kind
Totally.
Of yes.
That's all I've got.
Blame It on Rebekkah. Rebekkah Dreskin-Evans. Honor. Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
God bless you and all your future projects and everything in your life. And I look forward to many more chapters to come.
Please.
All right.
Infamous.
Maybe I'm a pessimist, maybe I'm a masochist. I'm Albuquerque infamous for sure. 'Cause baby, I don't compromise when I'm being terrorized by pathetic lies and bullshit alibis. When I invited you into play, you tried to steal my toys away. No way.